On 2nd and 10, Nix to the end zone. Touchdown!
I got the pleasure of playing with him in college. That whole draft class was coming through, and I knew that he was one of the best ones in that class, if not the best.
Outside the pocket, Nix has been terrific.
3rd and 11. Down that little field, he's got Mims there! Mims is gone!
Obviously, when we drafted him, I kind of knew he was going to be the guy.
Let's go, Bo Nix. Let's go, man. Say Bo Nix. Come on. Have some fun.
In 2024, Bo Nix did the unthinkable. He ended Denver's 8-year playoff drought, and now, 1 year later, the rookie they once doubted stands face-to-face with the AFC West dynasty. From benched in college to daring to challenge Kansas City's throne, and in Denver, where glory hasn't been felt since Peyton Manning, the question is simple. Is Bo Nix the one who can finally bring it back?
We played them week 4. He was still getting in the groove then, and then after that, he just took off.
Looking for the rookie record. Ball tipped and caught! Oh my gosh!
By late September of 2024, the Bo Nix experiment in Denver was falling apart in real time. Sean Payton had been crucified for taking Nix 12th overall in the draft. Then he was getting destroyed for naming him the starter, and a month into the season, it looked like the critics were right. 2 losses, 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Bo, can you take us through the interception in the end zone?
Drop back, do it to the other team.
Even in a Week 4 win over the Jets, Nix only threw for 60 yards and completed less than half of his passes. The takes from the media were savage. Denver had wasted another first-rounder, and Peyton's time was done. Less than a month into his professional career, the kid from Alabama was written off as a bust. But here's the thing, you can doubt him, bury him, call him a mistake, and he'll still find a way back. They tried at Auburn, then in the Pac-12 at Oregon, and all through his 2024 rookie year in the NFL. They all failed because this kid doesn't give a damn what his critics think. For 6 straight years, he's turned every doubt into fuel, and what happens in 2025 could be legendary. So settle in, and if you're riding with us, hit that like and subscribe button while we dig into how we got here. Now, let's go back to where it all started. Back to 2019, when 24/7 Sports ranked Bo Nix as the top dual-threat quarterback in the nation. Offers came in from all over the SEC, including Ole Miss, Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama. But Bo chose to follow in the footsteps of his father, Patrick Nix, a former Auburn quarterback and Iron Bowl legend. NCAA violations kept an undefeated Auburn team from being ranked or playing in the postseason in 1993. So that Iron Bowl win against in-state rivals Alabama was the Tigers' championship, and Bo's dad was the hero. No pressure to live up to, right? And at first glance, it seemed like destiny. Bo Nix became the first true freshman to start a season opener for Auburn since 1946, and his debut was pure Hollywood. Nix led a comeback, throwing a game winner with seconds to go to beat Oregon, a key player in this tale.
But they're not going to. Nix is back, throws it downfield, caught, touchdown, Williams!
To the casual observer, it looked like Auburn football was finally back. But here's where the story takes a dark turn. Instead of building on his freshman success, Nix regressed. Over the next 2 seasons, his production steadily declined. Fewer touchdowns, less yardage, and as the Tigers continued to fall short of expectations, the fans turned on Bo. The son of Auburn royalty had become Auburn's biggest disappointment, and if you think he didn't take that personally, you haven't been paying attention, because Bo Nix was never going to go out that way. So he rode the transfer portal to Eugene, Oregon, and rewrote his story. In just 2 seasons, Nix threw for over 8,100 yards and 74 touchdowns against Pac-12 and Big Ten defenses. In his final season, he led the Ducks to a 12-2 record and led the nation with a mind-numbing 77.4 completion percentage and 45 touchdowns. Oregon fans were sold, and NFL scouts were taking notes, but the critics weren't convinced. What they saw was a system quarterback playing in a college offense designed to make anyone look good. The real test would come in the NFL. The majority of the football world may have had doubts about Bo Nix, but Sean Payton didn't. In Week 5 against AFC rivals Las Vegas, Nix threw for 2 touchdowns and ran in another while completing over 70% of his passes. Just as he had done at Oregon, Nix ignored what was in the rear view and focused on what he could control, the here and now. With Sean Payton solidly in his corner, Nix led a mediocre Broncos offense into battle every week and came out on top more often than not. When Bo was on, he was as good as anyone. In Week 11 against Atlanta, he completed 85% of his passes while throwing for 4 touchdowns and over 300 yards. yards. And when he was off, he kept fighting and finding ways to win close games. And that's the beauty of Bo Nix. It may be impossible to predict his stat lines from week to week, but you know you're getting maximum effort from this guy on every play, whether he's up 3 scores or orchestrating a last-minute drive to win a game. The kid's a playmaker, plain and simple, and he proved it in the final week of 2024. The Broncos came into week 18 last year needing to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in order to make the playoffs. Now, yes, Kansas City didn't play their starters, so Denver would have no excuses if they lost, but Bo Nix wasn't taking any chances. He went 26 of 29 that day for 321 yards and 4 touchdowns. For the record, that's a 90% completion rate in the National Football League. It doesn't matter if you're first string or second string, third string, that's mental, regardless of who KC played that day. The Broncos beat the Chiefs 38-0 and punched their ticket to the playoffs. Denver lost to Buffalo in the wildcard round, but the 2024 season shut down a lot of the critics, and not just Bo Nix's. In just 2 seasons, Sean Payton turned the 5-12 Broncos from a calamity into contenders, but there's no way that happens without number 10 under center. And here's where it gets interesting, because Nix is surrounded by ballers now, and this team is looking to make a statement in 2025. Last September, Bo Nix was thrown into the fire and asked to fight his way through with little help. This season, he's surrounded by weapons and hell-bent on leveling up. Let's start with the receiving corps. Courtland Sutton bought into the Bo Nix experiment from the start, and he posted 1,081 yards in 2024, his best since 2019 and his second 1,000-yard season.
Nix pumps, throws, got a man, it's Sutton, it's a touchdown!
In 2025, it's going to be a whole different scenario with the supporting cast. Despite only getting 2 starts last year, Marvin Mims racked up over 500 yards and a half dozen scores, including a 93-yarder against Cleveland on Monday Night Football.
Down the middle, Mims! He's gone! Oh! Touchdown!
This year, the kid from Frisco, Texas is due for his breakout, and it could be a monster in Sean Payton's system. Throughout most of training camp, Devon Valet looked like he would be Nix's big-bodied target, but a preseason trade opened the door for a former teammate of Bo's at Oregon. With the departure of Valet and Lil Jordan Humphrey, Franklin slides up the depth chart and brings instant chemistry with Nix. In limited play last season, Franklin managed a pair of scores on just 28 catches.
There's Nix going for the long ball. He's got a step on him, and the Broncos!
But in 2025, he's hoping their connection will look more like 2023 when he and Nix connected 81 times for over 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns at Oregon. Denver has a lot of length at wideout this year, but their secret weapon in the pass game will line up at tight end. Evan Ingram walks into the best fit of his career, and we can expect him to be all over the field in Sean Payton's system. Anchoring the offense is a line that returns all 5 starters and ranks second going into 2025 according to PFF. And running behind this veteran O-line is the biggest upgrade the Broncos made in the offseason. Denver's backfield makeover is impressive. J.K. Dobbins is finally healthy after years lost to injury. As a rookie in Baltimore, he averaged over 6 yards a carry, and at 26, he's still got a ton of burst and something to prove. And here's where it gets a little bit more fun. Denver drafted R.J. Harvey, the UFC wrecking ball, who racked up nearly 4,000 yards and close to 50 touchdowns in Orlando. I think Denver got a steal here in round 2 because this kid has speed and plays much bigger than his 205-pound frame. As if the Broncos didn't have enough pass catchers, both backs can line up anywhere on the field on any given play. That versatility is exactly what Sean Payton likes to build around, and that's the real game changer here. Sean Payton's system is now fully installed. Last year, Nix was learning on the fly. This season, he knows exactly what Payton wants before the play is called. The hesitation is gone, the decision-making is faster, and the confidence is through the roof. This isn't the same offense that struggled to score touchdowns in September of 2024. It's a loaded roster that can attack defenses in multiple ways. They can run it down your throat with Dobbins and Harvey, stretch you deep with Mims and Franklin, and work the middle with Sutton and Ingram. And at the center of it all is Bo Nix, the quarterback who's already proven he can handle pressure and deliver in clutch moments. Now he's got the weapons to be truly dangerous, and we can't wait to watch it all play out. Bo Nix's story is proof that failure isn't the end, it's ammunition. In Denver, he came in as a question mark and became the spark that ended an 8-year drought. Every slight, every benching, and every headline calling him a bust was someone else's perceived failure, and he turned all of it into fuel. Now he's got the weapons, the coach, and the swagger to take Denver from dark horse to contender. And the question hanging over the AFC is no longer if Nix can play, it's how far he can take this roster in front of him. So now, you tell us, will Nix and the Broncos live up to the lofty expectations in 2025, live, or is it just hype? We're betting it's the former. And if you're riding with the Broncos comeback, hit like and subscribe for more NFL stories that don't get told anywhere else, because the league is learning fast that you can doubt Bo Nix all you want, but you'll never break him.